So Thanksgiving affairs just got finished up over at my house. It was a very busy day. Lots and lots of people congeal over here. The whole thing of people who gather at one specific relative's house for Thanksgiving. Yeah, in this case, that was my parents' house. So it's been a bit of a crazy, nutty day. I've been meaning to record a video along these lines for a little while, just to talk about the current state of affairs on HalfwayBeret. Before I get into any of that, though, quick moment to once again plug, I am running a new YouTube channel in addition to this one right now. It's called Analog Control. It is a Let's Play channel, which I managed together with Thane Henderson, who was the voice actor of Chase back in Runaways. He's a hilarious guy. I like to think I'm pretty funny myself. New episodes of that are appearing constantly, so, if you want to continue to support me in my endeavors, you should check out that channel. So, with that said, talking about the remaining work I hope to do for the year of 2015 and projects in 2016. As is, let's address kind of the first thing that should perhaps be on the mind right now, the next two volumes of Runaways. I guess it wouldn't be volumes, these are trades? Yeah, the next two trades of Runaways, issues 7 through 18 essentially. My current plan is they're going to happen. I had some hesitation about it. The next 12 issues of Runaways, which form the entire first volume of the series, are going to happen. That is my plan right this minute, and I plan on seeing it through on this one. One of the main 6 kids might have to be replaced. We might have to go forward without her actress. We'll see what happens. That one kind of remains to be seen, but with or without her, we're going to see Runaways through to the end. I have decided that. I've made a promise to myself about that. We're going to see Runaways through to the end, and it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome when all is said and done. We're going to see this series through. It'll be a great result. I've had a lot of fun doing it. It's been a really great project to work on, and I want to see this series, through to its original conclusion. Probably not anything beyond that. None of the Volume 2 or later stuff, just because I think the first 18 issues are such a single complete package that I really don't really don't want to mess with that. So that's the plan on Runaways. The rest of the series will happen. Some recasting might be necessary, but hopefully anyone I pick up for Volume 2 or anyone I pick up for Teenage Wasteland, hopefully will carry over into Good Die Young. These by the way, these digest-sized books, these suck. Don't buy these. There's a reason I've gone kind of digital on a lot of this stuff. These are my shelf books and nothing more, because it's a pain in the ass to keep anything else. Yeah, these things are just falling apart. So that's that. Moving on from there, or just briefly touching on those, we probably won't see anything more of Runaways until 2016 regarding that, although it is my intention to finish the single compilation movie by the end of December. Shouldn't be a terribly difficult task, I just need to make some time for it. My job is rather demanding, unfortunately, so just got to make some time to finish that project, and then we can at least have that kind of coherent short movie version of the Runaways series, and that'll be cool. I always kind of like those compilations, as I've said in the past. Next order of business. Whoa. Move the camera just a little bit. Can I straighten it up a little while I'm at it? Yeah, that'll do. Next order of business. Here in the near future, I want to do an adaptation of this series right here. X-Men, God Loves, Man Kills. For various reasons. Namely because this comic was written in 1983, but it could not possibly feel more relevant than it does to me right now, just with the increasing state of America and who we turn to for our religious guidance and stuff like that. Televangelism has had this, I hesitate to call it a resurgence because that would imply it went away. But I want to do this series for a number of reasons, more of which I'm sure I'll get into as the project progresses. It's still in very early stages right now, but it's a short comic, all things considered. It's clocks in about 60-some pages, I believe. So, although they're densely packed pages, there's 60 Chris Claremont pages, but nonetheless, I don't think this one's going to be terribly time-consuming. We'll hopefully see an early 2016 release on that. So, yeah, that'll be good. And last order of business regarding future audio projects. I'm packing 2016 here full of stuff because, frankly, I think it's going to be a good year to get a lot done. And I'm intent on not going away like I did for kind of the entirety of a while there between when Scott Pilgrim went on semi-permanent hiatus. Although, admittedly, anything's possible. Scott Pilgrim might come back. I'm not discounting that as a possibility. I haven't really talked to that many people about it. I haven't talked to John or anything. And he'd be kind of a big factor in that, but not necessarily the only one. And maybe I'd manage without him. I don't know. That remains to be seen. Scott Pilgrim might come back, but I hesitate to say for sure right now. But as is, the other major thing I want to pick up in 2016, this has already started production. It's been in production for, frankly, a long time. But hopefully we're moving more towards our completion. Is, of course, I've hinted at this in the past, an adaptation of the 2009 through 2011 Batgirl series, featuring Stephanie Brown in the cowl, written by Brian Q. Miller, all that cool stuff. Some of my favorite comics ever made. And in addition to that, I'll be making a few other Steph Brown-related adaptations. I'm going to do an adaptation of her first story arc, which I've actually... Steph's voice actress has done all of the recording for already. It's just a matter of picking up stuff with the guy who's going to voice Batman. I've got a guy lined up to voice Robin. And my uncle, actually, who voiced Scott's dad back in Scott Pilgrim, has been picked up to voice the Clue Master, which is going to be a lot of fun, I think. So that's the state of affairs for Halfway Beret. And it probably sounds like I'm in completely over my head. I probably am. I'll be the first to admit it. But... you know what? When you aim big, I have no good metaphor for this. I'm probably in way over my head, but I feel like I've learned a lot from doing Runaways, and like I'm ready to undergo some really insane stuff to get some more projects out and continue doing my comic dubs like I do, and I really do want to continue doing this stuff because it makes me happy. I'm really proud of a lot of my finished products, and I want to just... have fun continuing to adapt these really entertaining, really interesting comic book stories. So that's the news on my end. More episodes of stuff to come. Might be a little bit of a wait, but I promise that it will all be worth it. So thank you guys as always so much for the support, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.